Geico presents Strange Savings Stories. Ken Marcus was making a pastrami sandwich when he noticed an odd pattern on a slice of pumpernickel bread, one that spelled out Geico. Ken found himself visiting Geico.com, saving hundreds of dollars on car insurance with great discounts. Later, Ken felt conflicted whether or not he should eat the slice of bread that saved him so much money. But he was so hungry.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
This episode of More Stories with the great Sebastian Bach. 18 and life to go. Brought to you by LegalZoom.com. For some, it's the first day they open the doors to their business. Others, when they get their first customer, when they're making enough money to quit their day job. These are the moments when new business owners get to say, I did it. The National Start Your Business Month. This is it. This is your moment to shine. And the people at LegalZoom.com are ready to help. Start your LLC, incorporate, file your DBA. Did you file your DBA? LegalZoom received an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, so you know they'll get the job done right. Over the past 14 years, they've helped over 1 million business owners. Businesses owners? I think it's business owners. But if you have businesses, you want LegalZoom.com to handle it for you. This month is special because with your purchase, LegalZoom.com will give you a 3-month trial to the all-new QuickBooks, a better way to run your whole business, a $119 value free. Be sure to enter Mohr, M-O-H-R, in the referral box at checkout. So make today your new business moment. And LegalZoom.com, they're ready to help make it happen. LegalZoom.com provides self-help services and can connect you with the right attorney, but they are not a law firm. LegalZoom.com, turning businesses and dreams into reality. Make sure you enter my promo code MOHR, M-O-H-R, in the referral box.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want to battle with either that you will and you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Hey, man!
Yo, 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 yo.
That's a hot mic, Sebastian Bach. Sebastian Bach, by the way, I tweeted that you were coming here, and then there's I think Sebastian's probably the most common name on Twitter. You just type in Sebastian, and they're all have that check. And most of them are in Spanish. Yeah, I'll show you.
Well, dude, when I was a kid, I used to get punched out for having the name Sebastian. Are we doing this now?
No, this is it. We're doing it.
Okay, so, but my chick fucking Googled the name Sebastian and showed me a chart. And in 1989, I'm sure you can find this chart, when the first Skid Row album came out, if you look at the popularity of the name Sebastian, it's like a dead person, and then fucking whoom, like right through the roof.
Everybody was having sex
89.
Everybody was having sex to.
When I was a kid, I used to come home crying and go, Mom, why did you name me Sebastian?
But you were born in the Bahamas.
Yeah, is that weird?
Yeah, it's very weird.
So weird.
You don't look like a Bahamas guy. You look, you know what? You're straight like L.A. Guns looking to me.
L.A. Guns?
Just Sunset Strip, L.A.
Well, I'm not really, though. I mean, I live here now.
Yeah, but you didn't grow up in the Bahamas, did you?
No, but my dad taught art at Humboldt State in Northern California. Then he taught art at this school in the Bahamas called Mary Star of the Sea. And
St. Mary Star of the Sea.
What? Are you fucking on the computer?
No, because there's a St. Mary's Star of the Sea in the Bronx. So
but it wasn't called that. There's no saint.
In my mind, it is.
Okay. And he taught art. He couldn't afford a babysitter, so he put me in his class. When I was 3, I went to kindergarten, and there's a picture of my class. 45 African American Bahamians. Well, no.
Bahamians.
African Bahamians.
Yeah, or just Bahamians from.
Well, they're not in America.
Can I tell you something? As Buddy
So like 45 African Bahamians.
Yeah.
Bahamians. And me in the back row middle, the only white child, and I was the tallest. So the picture is
It's very short in the
fucked.
Bahamas. It's a short people.
Well, no, but I was like, the picture is me like in the middle, and I'm going like this, like, hey. It's ridiculous.
As Buddy Hackett once said to me, African Bahamian. There's a guy in his audience once at Avery Fisher Hall in Manhattan, and the guy he goes, "What are you, sir?" And the guy goes, "I'm African American." And Buddy Hackett goes, "Can I tell you something? You look black."
Okay, Chris said that I did not say this.
I said it. Jay Mohr at JMohr37 at Sebastian Bach.
No,
on
I'm
Twitter.
talking about Buddy Hackett.
Jay said, "Don't do it no more. You might have a 6'3" frontman in your garage. It might come around after I died."
Dude, nice whip.
You like that?
No, the Jeep.
Oh, the Jeep. Yeah, we got a lot of kid toys here at Fake Mustache Studios.
How many kids you got?
I got 2 boys, 11 and
nice.
2.5.
Beautiful.
You probably got 40 roaming the countryside you don't know about.
Well, that's the standard line, but I have a 25-year-old son.
Me and Maddie were like, huh?
I know.
Does anybody know you have kids?
Yes, my kids know.
Yeah,
I have
your kids and the moms know, but I mean, I don't think the general metal folk know. Oh, by the way, people need to know this up front.
Yeah.
This is the first place you've come.
Yes.
Give 'em Hell, new album dropping very soon, and the track that you chose, the tastiest, the toastiest, the mellowest, the cushest. Temptation is going to play at the end of this episode. So if you want to skip this entire conversation about Bahamian educations and being on Broadway and being in Skid Row and what it's like to share a room with Snake Sabo in a bus, then you can just fast forward and just hear Temptation and go, holy shit, I need to get Sebastian Bach's new album with his new crew.
Well, hey, as you said, walking in the studio, the album is called Give 'Em Hell, and the first thing you said to me, you're like, I can't believe nobody fucking didn't do that already. I'm like, I said that too. Yeah, it's a good title.
It's a title you would think would have, the Bullet Boys would have pulled out.
Well, thanks. Thank you for that. Look, Trickster?
Sure.
Is that his?
Trickster's good.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised
YNT.
I'm surprised Rock's gang didn't think of that. I'm surprised Laz Rocket didn't fucking come up with that
Lita
one.
Ford almost did it. And then I think she lost it in a divorce. Which divorce?
You know your metal, don't you?
Bro, welcome to the fucking show, dude.
So I'm surprised Nitro didn't think of that.
Right. What, White Lion? If they were going to name Wait, give
wait, because I never had a chance to love you.
He had a good set of pipes on him, dude. We can front all we want, but White Lion lead singer had some pipes. And any metal band I bring up, I'm not clowning the genre whatsoever. I'm full on 1988 New Jersey public school.
You love metal?
I was all about it. The higher the hair, the better.
I love it.
And you were 18 in life to go.
You
dropped that shit, and we all lost our minds.
We ripped it.
How do you go from the Bahamas to being in Skid Row? And how was the name Skid Row not taken for crying out loud?
I know. Well, it is.
Yeah, they were thinking about it.
Totally
by the time you guys came around, somebody named themselves Cinderella before they go to Skid Row.
I mean, what a killer name for a band.
Cinderella. What? And we want the hardest rockinest shit ever, bro. How about we name it after a fucking princess? It'll fucking kick people's dicks in the dirt.
Well, dude, then after that, it was Brittany Fox.
That's right. Fucking up.
Long way! Long way to love!
Brittany Fox. That's fantastic.
'Cause at the girls' school, my baby broke all the rules at the girls' school. That's my baby broke all the rules.
Right now, there's a guy in a subway in Manhattan.
I fucking just sang Brittany Fox.
Well, you're a fucking
sitting down.
Yeah.
Killing it.
You just got to act like you're Larry Flint, and somebody said you're at karaoke. Larry Flint at metal
Is
karaoke.
that what he does?
No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Why would a 6'4" frontman ever be sitting down? But this is the first time.
Usually I got to stand up to wail, but
I don't want you to wail.
It just came over
There's
me.
a baby sleeping right over your head.
For reals?
Yeah.
Okay,
for
sorry.
reals. That's okay.
Baby.
And he's not 25.
Please excuse the Brittany Fox.
How great would it be if the baby just woke up to Brittany Fox?
Is some guy wearing a Skid Row shirt on your wall? Or is that Manowar?
I don't know.
On to rock forevermore! Manowar! Sorry, baby upstairs. Okay, no more. Never mind.
My baby loves the metal. When we drive, true story, when we drive in the truck, he goes, I want music, Daddy. And I'll put something on. He goes, no, big. And he touches the ceiling of the truck and he goes, big. So either got to go like Zeppelin is the lowest he can tolerate. And then he needs it higher from there. You know what
was weird? My son, when he was 13, I walk in his room one day, and he's got the exact same Iron Maiden Killers poster that I had when I was fucking 13. The same poster over in the same spot on the wall. Like, what other music does that? You know? I mean, and like our AC/DC. I mean, AC/DC's bigger now than they ever were.
Yeah.
You know, Motley Crue is bigger than they ever were.
I don't know about that.
Well, touring, they are fucking huge.
Well, they do that residency. Don't even fucking mention Kiss to me.
What?
Because Gene Simmons is like Colonel Parker to Elvis, and he's more interested in selling like pinball machines and lighters than he is actually putting out Kiss music. Get Ace Frehley in the house and get a goddamn jam together. Who are these guys with the insane clown posse makeup you call Kiss?
Insane clown posse.
It's like, that's not Kiss, dude.
Well, I hear what you're saying.
They're all alive.
I hear what you're saying.
All right, I'm glad you're here. Temptation is the single you're dropping at the end of this. And when does the album come out?
I don't think I'm quite allowed to say, but sometime in April. But
that's cool.
The definitive date is I'm not allowed to say it yet. But this show, the Jay Mohr podcast, on your fucking headphones tonight is the first time that we're playing the first single from the solo album in 2014 at the end of this show. And I wrote this song with John Five from Rob Zombie's band, the guitar player, who's incredibly great. And on the bass on this song is none other than Mr. Duff McKagan.
Duff.
Have you heard of Guns N' Roses?
Duff's been around. Duff's been through here a few times.
Yeah,
dude.
he's on the bass.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. He actually had a lot to do with this album. I was in a super group. Well, it was a group. I don't know about the super part, but
I'll be the judge.
But no, it was Camp Freddy kind of throw.
Everybody's in Camp Freddy.
I know.
It's like it's an actual camp.
You go there, like in the woods, and it's a bunch of dudes in bands, and we all do Smoke on the Water.
Yeah.
And fucking
Navarro can't make it. What are you doing?
Let's do Whole Lot of Love for the millionth time.
Yeah.
But anyways, so then we did one called Kings of Chaos in Australia, and Duff was there, and I said, "Hey, I'm working on a record. You want to write some songs together?" And he goes, "What kind of music?" I go, "Just rude fucking rock." And he goes, "I can do dirty." I go, "That's fucking exactly what I want. Just rude riffs."
Yeah, chunky bass.
So he gave me a tune that is so killer. But then he ended up playing on half the record. So it's me and Duff and John Five. Then I got Steve Stevens on 3 songs from Billy Idol's band.
He's underrated, I think. And
his guitar playing is wicked.
How are you going to tour this album? Because you're not going to pull Duff and Steve Stevens and have them go on the road for 6 months.
No, that whole going on the road for 6 months doesn't really exist anymore.
Really?
No.
Duff just came back from Europe. He was with Walking Papers. He was away.
You go play shows.
And then you come home.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I don't know why that is, but like it's usually like a festivals in Europe that you go play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then a Camp Freddy show, and then a show here or there. But like very few guys go on the road for like a year at a time anymore.
How crazy an idea is it to get Skid Row back together?
I don't have anything to do with that.
Elaborate.
I only am fucking Skid Row. I don't have anything to do with.
Because Lita Ford was here, and Joan Jett is just cock blocking the reunion of the
There
Runaways.
is one dude in Skid Row that's Bach blocking the cock blocking. He's Bach blocking.
Is that person maybe working in management now?
No,
speaking code here.
That's not. It's not.
You know what I'm
Snake.
talking about.
Yeah, I know. Snake and me.
How did you get here before Snake? Like Snake's in my me and Snake talk all the time, and he just can't get his shit together to get in my garage.
It's because he's busy managing bands and shit.
He's like, "Hey man, I got Van Halen at an outdoor festival next to the." I got nothing.
Yeah.
I thought I had a joke at the end of that one. So Sebastian, but look, they're weighing pigs, and There's a tilt-a-whirl and a thing and a deal.
Tilt-a-whirl?
Yeah, it's the world's fattest man. It's the Jersey State Fair. It's not really Van Halen. It's Wolfgang and a couple of buddies from high school. They're calling it Camp Eddie. So I can't come in. Boom.
That's great.
I'll button that shit if you call me out on it, you fuck. So, did you think when you were in Skid Row, first of all, how did Skid Row get started? And then we're going to move on to what's important, and that's Give 'Em Hell by Sebastian Bach, and the track is Temptation playing at the end of this.
How's it going?
That's Gabby. That's
Hi,
Matty
Gabby.
Boy's
How did it start?
far better half.
How did it start? Okay, going way back. They were a band in New Jersey with a singer, and they were looking to get another singer. And I was in a band called Madam X that was touring in the States.
Open for Cinderella, Madam X?
No. So I was in rock magazines in Toronto. That's where I lived. And there was a magazine called Metallion. I was like 15 or 16 years old. And they would put pinups of me in this fucking magazine. I was tripping out, dude. I was in a bar band.
From Madam X?
No, this was before Madam X. Kid Wicked is a band. And I was like a little kid. I was
that was
16.
I think that was my graffiti name when I was in high school.
Really? That's where I got the name.
Kid Crazy, 2Ks.
Yeah, Kid Wicked, 2Ks.
That's the way.
Wicked. And then it says kid twice, kid, Wicked.
I like it.
I was fucking killer.
And you were the biggest thing in Toronto.
The kid.
And you were
I
was the kid.
I was the kid in Kid Wicked.
I was the kid.
Yeah, but people would come.
And you were wicked.
And I was tall as fuck, and I'd wear more makeup than Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah.
Tease my hair up. Nobody knew how old I was. The club owners didn't
How old
care.
were you?
15. Like in 16 and 17, but so I'm and this magazine would put pinups of me in the magazine, like next to fucking Motley Crue and shit. And I was like a little kid, and I was freaking out. So Skid Row saw these pictures in this magazine and said, "Who's this person?" And I went to a photographer named Mark Weiss's wedding. Zach Wilde was there. Do you know Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, this was so long.
Not personally, no.
This is so long ago.
Okay.
That this was before Zach Wilde drank booze. Because I was ripped out of my skull, and I had a bottle of Jack at this wedding. I was like, have a fucking sip, man. And he's like, I don't drink. I was like, wow. And if you know Zach, that's...
Well, now he has to quit drinking.
Well, he quit
he has
now.
Like blood clots.
Well, yeah, but he was really good at it for a while.
That's how it goes. And then you have to stop because you're a champion.
Yes. So me and Zach got up at this wedding and sang, and Bon Jovi's parents were at Mom and Dad Bon Jovi.
Mom and Dad Bon Jovi. Mama Jovi?
Mom Jovi.
This is weirder.
Yeah, they were there.
This is weirder than you being in a Bahamian art school.
This is the truth, though.
Yeah.
And they called me over to their table after I ripped it on stage, just screamed my ass off. They go, hey, our son John is looking for a singer for his friend's band. And I go, okay. And that's Snake. And it was
like all heavy metal in the 80s just came out of Paramus, New Jersey? There's no like that,
it was
the
actually
hub.
Red Bank.
Red Bank.
Yeah. It was at the Molly Pitcher Inn is where this occurred.
That's fantastic.
And Bon Jovi's parents sat down with me, and I was freaking out.
Home of the Count Basie Theater in Bank, New Jersey.
Yes, within spitting distance. And
here.
So they got my number, and they called me. Snake sent me a letter up in,
Dear
Wick
Kid.
Dear Kid, Wick Kid. And then they sent me a tape. And I fucking didn't like it at first because their singer sounded just like Bon Jovi, and I was more into Judas Priest.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. It was Priest and Maiden and Crew and shit like that. I didn't.
All very high voices.
Yeah, I love that. I love screaming, and
that's what I miss about
my new
Motley
album.
Crue.
I fucking scream. I hit notes that your baby can hear.
when you're in the studio. When I thought when I thought he was colicky, it was you in the studio.
That was me. I was jaundiced.
I miss super high Vince Neil, like Too Fast for Love Vince Neil.
I'm peeling the paint off on this motherfucker.
All right.
It's my pipes are ripping.
So then you hook up with these guys after you go, all right, I'll give them a whirl. I'm tired of being Kid Wicked.
Well, I was making money doing beer commercials. I know this is a weird story.
At 15, 16?
Yes. I walked in, there was an audition. The night is coming. Tonight's the night. Tonight. Here we come. Tonight's the night. Tonight. That was one of them.
What track is that?
I was Schooner Beer. This is Canada, okay?
That was
I made fucking buco dinero at the age of 15. I was getting checks in the mail for like $2,000 and shit.
No.
When you're fucking 16 years old.
That's $1 million.
I was like, what the fuck? It took me like 10 minutes to sing that shit. So I was like, I'm going to do this. And I was like.
Jingle Man.
Yeah, fuck it. I was like.
By Menon. That's also
By Menon.
People don't know that's you.
Wait, what's the fucking. Oh, we can do a lot of jingles. But anyways, so they sent me this tape, and they weren't paying me anything, and I had just got into this jingle thing. So I was like, I didn't fucking do that. Fucking
thumb your nose.
But then I kept listening to the tape, and the 2 songs were on there, Youth Gone Wild and 18 in Life. And the more I fucking listened to it, I go, these 2 fucking songs right here are amazing songs. And if I can sing them, I said in my brain, and if you listen to them, if I said to myself, if I can sing these more like Rob Halford than Bon Jovi, then I'll fucking do this. But I'm going to change the way this sound. I'm going to scream my nuts off, number 1. And then we'll go from there. And you know, all those screams like, you know, the ending of 18 in Life or Child Blew a Child Away or all those.
How do you not lose your voice?
I was a lead soprano in my church choir when I was 8, and I've been singing all my life, and you got to train your voice. You got to take vocal lessons.
I lose my voice doing this.
Yeah, you got to warm it up. You got to warm it up. You got to warm up your voice. Do scales and all this boring, ridiculous stuff. But you know, if you know how to do it, it gets stronger. And so that's, if you listen to 18 in Life, there was a Judas Priest song called Beyond the Realms of Death. And if you know your metal, it's like this huge epic ballad that I would sing every day before I sang 18 in Life.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the same ranges of screams.
That's like their Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner?
Something like that, yeah.
Like a long... Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's not long, but it's just all the, you know, an epic ballad. Yeah. Beyond the Realms of Death.
Priest is... I love that you love Priest so much, because it's really important to metal, like Priest. Like, and what's more community than the lead singer of, like, Judas Priest
community
going, oh, by the way, I'm gay, and everybody going, we don't give a fuck, you're metal.
That's true.
And that's like the most, like, the hats off to metal for like just getting it right.
Yeah.
Like
the leather cop hats off. but it's funny you said community, because every time I went to a Priest concert when I was a teenager, he had this fucking charisma, Rob Halford, of like community of metal or something. Like, you'd look around in the crowd and you wouldn't know people there, but you all felt like you were like buds and shit. And I remember that going, these are my people, fucking.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This is metal. This is Priest, you know. But for me, it's the sound of his voice is insane.
Yeah.
I can't believe that there's, like, I remember when I was a kid, the first time I ever heard him, I was into Kiss and Cheap Trick and Van Halen, and my friend goes, you ever heard of Judas Priest? And at the time I had it. He brought this album over to my house, Unleashed in the East, and he played Victim of Changes, and Halford hits this fucking scream, and I go, that's a guitar. And he goes, no, that's the guy's voice. I go, we got in an argument. I go, it's not a fucking guy's voice. What are you, stupid?
That's what I love about pre-YouTube. Like, you and your friends just sit around going, it's a guitar, it's a voice.
Yeah, but it was the guy's voice. And if you
play a whole lot of love backwards. Listen, he's fucking saying something, dude. Your house is haunted,
dude. Get the gun.
Don't play it backwards.
Get the gun for what?
Get the starter's pistol is actually what he really says. Do you have a website, Sebastian Bach?
Yeah, I'm on the Twitter.
Oh, just the Twitter, but
no,
not like
I'm
official.
On all that, yeah.
See, I have
SebastianBach.com, yeah.
Oh, okay. BACH, like the great composer. And you're the metal composer.
Yes.
I'm on jmohr.com as my website, which leads me perfectly to this segue.
Fantastic.
I have an Amazon banner on my website. Anybody out there who wants to buy anything through Amazon, go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon banner. I get a kickback. All the money goes to my sons. I have two boys, college, so I don't have to take my hard-earned money, my schooner beer money. I don't have to put that into the college fund because the fans of the podcast take care of it for me.
Well, maybe it's you can pre-order Give 'Em Hell on Amazon, and there's a double layer of entertainment. That is happening.
You help out Sebastian Bach. You help out Jay Mohr's.
Two things at once.
This guy writes. This is from Jimmy. Every single person.
Whoa.
I'm
We're
gonna
live?
No. They email me on my website what they bought, and then I read it. But you know what's amazing, Sebastian Bach? Every single person that writes me on Amazon has a last name I can't pronounce.
What is it?
Vehlies. Veliz? Jimmy Veliz?
Velis.
Is that Jimmy Velis?
Hey.
JJ, just hit up the Amazon.com link. No, it's Amazon link. Hit up the Amazon link on jmohr.com. Ordered a new laptop and external hard drive. Mine finally died after 5 tours in Afghanistan.
Jeez.
Thanks for the laughs and the great interviews. Keeps the days from dragging. And then I wrote him back and I wrote, where were you? Like, what happened? He said, Air Force. I work in C-130 maintenance. So Jimmy V. Much love, brother, and much love. Look at that, Sebastian Bach. You're getting people all fired up here.
It's fucking great, Jay Mohr.
Thank you, Jimmy V. I appreciate that. If you're going to go to Amazon, even if it's for an Amazon gift card, just go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon banner. Identity thieves think they're so great. They're targeting your checking and savings account right now. They're after your cash and your retirement. Don't let them do it. You got to go to LifeLock Ultimate. Identity theft has become such a serious and complex crime. No one, not even law enforcement, can stop all identity theft. You simply cannot fight it alone. I trust LifeLock Ultimate to help protect my identity, my bank accounts from takeover fraud. You ain't stealing my money. I got LifeLock Ultimate. Not only does it help guard your identity, your good name and credit, those are essential. Obviously, LifeLock Ultimate even monitors your bank accounts for takeover fraud. Just one of the reasons it was awarded Best in Detection among identity protection services. LifeLock services can't protect you or your bank accounts if you're not a member. Listen, visit lifelock.com and enter my promo code JAYJ or call and use the promo code J for a 10% discount, a special 10% discount for you, the More Stories podcast listener. Promo code J to get my special 10% discount at lifelock.com, or you can call 800-747-8200, 800-747-8200, 800-747-8200, lifelock.com. Now, did you ever think when you were the front man of a great metal band in the late 80s, early 90s, that you would one day be playing in on Broadway as Riff Rocky Horror Picture Show? You would have laughed at that, Sebastian Bach.
I wouldn't have laughed at it, but I never would have thought I could have did that.
What, from screaming to doing Let's Do the Time Warp again?
Well, no, that's one thing. But the first Broadway show I ever did was Jekyll and Hyde.
You replaced David Hasselhoff, didn't you?
No, he replaced me, motherfucker.
Right.
Get that right.
So you opened for David Hasselhoff. See, I can keep spinning. I can keep spinning it.
I taught him the role
You
and the
taught him
chops.
how to eat hamburgers off the carpet.
No, I taught him how to clear out the minibar.
Yeah. Nobody ever
That was
needs
the funniest thing I ever saw, by the way.
him eating on the ground.
No.
Oh.
Headline. Boom. This is TMZ. We have breaking news. David Hasselhoff has gone off the wagon. He is back in rehab for an extended stay of 2 hours tomorrow afternoon after an incredibly self-destructive incident of drinking all those tiny little things of gin in the hotel fucking minibar. I go, clear out the I go, that's fucking standard operating procedure.
Yeah.
Wow, I drank 4 of those little things. Fucking whoa. That is crazy.
Those little bottles.
He drank. He knew he was in trouble.
It's like pre-shower.
When the mini bar was empty, it was time to go back for rehab. So and it was literally, he went for like an afternoon.
And we heard
I
he
went
ate the
on
Pringles.
Wednesday afternoon.
He ate the Pringles as well. Maddie brings up
That's crazy.
Maddie brings up a good point. Half the mini bars like Sprite, Diet Coke, and Pringles and
The
Snickers.
mini bar. I'll clear out the fucking liquor store.
You know what?
Like,
Fucking, I'm gonna eat the gummy worms too. I don't give a shit. I'm nuts.
Don't.
I don't care, man.
Last time you
Caramel
did
popcorn.
Bro,
Goodbye.
last time you did
Goodbye.
this, you remember what happened? Got
Yeah.
those gummy worms, dude.
I was eating Carl's Jr. off the carpet. My daughter filmed me. That Hasselhoff video is the worst.
it's funny.
How did you stay out of, like, for the most part, crazy, like, Hasselhoff
I didn't
level?
No, I
You did not?
No,
I don't remember any crazy videos of you doing like taking your pants off and taking a whiz on the front row or eating Carl's Jr. off a carpet. Like,
no, but there's other crazy videos of me. I'm not gonna fucking describe.
Oh, you're gonna premiere your single, but you're not gonna premiere the good stuff?
No.
That's fair enough.
No,
So Jekyll and Hyde.
Huh?
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, that was my first Broadway show.
And that must have scared the shit out of you.
Well, it did because it was 17 songs a night. And it was all Old English. Okay? So they sent me a script. And it's like, within each of us there are two separate natures, two distinct personalities. One dark, one light, one good, one evil. It is the curse of all mankind that these two extremes should be constantly at war. And I was like...
I feel like I'm at medieval times. Was that Jekyll and Hyde? Are you on a horse right now? Are you the Green Knight?
I have a lance. I'm lancing.
You ever been to medieval times?
No.
It's the best.
Is it?
You'll have the best time.
Is it on Broadway?
Medieval? You're kidding? You're not kidding.
Medieval Times, the musical. Right?
No. Medieval Times.
We've got turkey.
It's where
cranberry stuffing.
You're breaking my balls. You know what Medieval Times is, you prick.
Yes, I know.
You're good. You're funny, Sebastian Bach. You are a front man. There's no doubt about it.
But so the whole fucking script was like 300 pages.
So then why did you accept it?
I said I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
I can't fucking do this. I'm at the fucking pool on tour in my band, right? Smoking weed and shit with my security guard next to me, Big Jim, and we're rehearsing fucking. Within each of us, there are two separate natures, and everybody's looking at us going,
like, this new album.
What the fuck are you guys doing? He's this big biker guy. I'm fucking like lying there. Within each of us, there are two.
I bet you everybody at the pool is like, this new album's going to suck.
No.
What the fuck?
But I was telling you, I was like, we're rehearsing a Broadway show. We didn't look like we should be. But it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Jekyll and Hyde. You did
Rocky Horror.
Okay.
Then I was Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. I was. It's perfect casting. What fucking the whole podcast shuts down.
No, just
dude, one of my favorite interviews.
Cloud.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Fucking New Orleans gets to like wait.
Get your disaster straight.
Yes.
Don't fuck this up, asshole.
So I play the Sanger Theater in New Orleans. It was a national touring production, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Nice theater.
And the fucking the review in the paper says out of everything that's happened on this planet, one of the first true signs of the oncoming apocalypse is the fact that Sebastian Bach has been hired to play Jesus Christ. That was the beginning of the fucking interview.
Well, I don't know why they were so mean.
From there.
You're of a virginal birth. You predicted your own death. You came back to life.
Well, it's just fun.
Matty Boy couldn't walk when you came in. You rubbed your hands on his legs, straightened him out. You perform miracles all the time.
That was Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
I turned water into wine.
Of course you do.
A couple times.
Yeah.
I got the hair for it.
You get a Christ complex playing Christ?
No.
No?
No, it was a weird scene, to be honest with you.
You as Christ?
No, it's just like when you get on...
Christ has full sleeve tattoos
when you get
on the cross.
Yeah,
like, whoa.
Yeah, no, they airbrush.
You sure you got the right guy? Look at the tats.
They,
airbrush your tattoos out?
Yeah, they painted over those.
That takes a long time.
Yeah, every day I would be like, this... But anyways, it's just weird when you, like, are on the cross.
How so?
It's just fucking weird. It's like,
I was joking.
How the fuck did I get up? What am I doing, really? Like,
you come home and like, oh, here comes Sebastian with the cross he carries around all the time.
Well, you'd show up to the gigs and there'd be like placards, people demonstrating Jesus Christ is not a rock star, and like we were in like.
And the show's been going on for like 30 years, by the way.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they're way behind on the protest. It's up and running. It's been.
I know.
Everything's a revival.
We're aware of the play.
How about Jeremy Sisto played Jesus on television?
Did he?
Yeah. Every time I say Jeremy Sisto, my wife goes, "Who's Jesus?"
Well, Ted Neely was really good at it.
Was he?
Neely, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, never mind.
No, tell me.
No, he was in the original movie.
Jesus Christ Superstar?
Yeah.
Ted Neely.
Yeah.
How many other serious question, because we're having so much fun. It sounds like I'm breaking your chops. How many other people do you know played Christ? Jim Caviezel in Passion of the Christ.
The role was originated by Ian Gillan from Deep Purple on the album. This is what I was.
I think probably like in Shakespearean times, somebody probably took a whack at the Christ character. I don't think the guy from Deep Purple.
The dude in Deep Purple didn't originate the role?
No. I'm going to emphatically say no. Smoke on the Water, yes. Christ, no.
Well,
probably Shakespeare took a shot at it. The great bard.
I thought we were talking about the Andrew Lloyd Webber experience.
No, just anybody that's ever played Christ. Like Jim Caviezel was in The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, he was amazing.
He did a really good job.
Yeah.
He was whipped well.
Yeah. Oh, that was a funny. We were down in San Diego.
I think that was a funny movie.
No, but in Act 2,
not as funny as the book.
In Act 2 of that play, like I was basically like on stage in a diaper.
Yeah.
You know, I'd look down, I'm totally nude with like in swaddling clothes, like around my unit and shit. I go, I can't fucking believe I'm going on stage in this.
It's probably an issue because I'm being completely serious. I just got a weird. You have a fucking hog on you. Let's be honest.
Huh?
You're hung like a moose.
Anyways, so back to Jesus Christ.
You're in the diaper. Did you ever see Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel?
I did see that.
Paul Hipp played Christ, and it was weird because he has no lines, but he's like, almost like a bodybuilder Christ.
That's not the look.
You're a 6'4".
Yeah, I was pretty big.
Blonde hair, Bahamian, New Jersey, Toronto, schooner beer Christ. Is that fair to say?
Well, I was a schooner beer Christ until I had to be naked on stage.
Yeah.
Then the beer wasn't working so good.
So then you went to other things.
Yeah, red wine. They all told me to. They go, Jesus was into it. It's part of the play.
Let's not act like Sebastian Bach, heavy metal man. Red wine was like your biggest vice.
Oh, it was after that play. I developed a very big taste for it.
Really?
Yes.
What gig can you remember where you're like, I can't believe, or what series of gigs do you remember in any time of your career do you go, I can't believe I went on stage that hammered or that fucked up or that whacked on drugs?
What?
When did you perform highest?
I've never performed high.
Really?
No, I don't ever do that.
Not Broadway. Rock and
Nothing.
roll.
No, never.
Really?
Never. I wait till after the show.
Duff was a mummy when he went on stage.
Yes, but singing, that doesn't work so good.
Really?
Well, maybe for some guys, not for me. I would always want to. I was always 100%.
Barry Farrell used to come out on acid all the time, and fucking Morrison used to do it on acid. I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can be a frontman on acid. Bass.
I couldn't.
Bass is an instrument you could be on acid and just hold your shit together.
If I went on stage fucked up, I wouldn't care if I was good or not. I'd be like, "We are the youth gone wild. Whoa, 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 whoa! You fucking do it. Whoa, whoa, whoa."
You'd be Axl Rose.
No, he doesn't go on fucked up.
That's how he acts.
Not
fucking
on
do it.
stage. I think you're
really.
Not...
There's a riot in Montreal that disagrees with you.
Okay, well, there's been he didn't play that night, did he?
Yeah.
I'm saying the act.
That's why they rioted.
The act of singing itself. I can't be fucked up while I'm doing. Like I can be, but I won't be.
You don't pregame. You have a couple.
No,
really,
nothing, zero.
Don't go.
But I totally would make up for it like as soon as we're done.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but now I don't drink. So
love to the sponsors. Don't go anywhere because Sebastian Bach's going to tell you the best part after this. Stamps.com, my friends. Cost of a stamp just went up to 49 cents. Well, you know what? Not if you have Stamps.com. Stamps.com, you're going to pay less for postage than you would at the post office for first-class mail, priority express mail packages, and more. Stamps.com is very easy to use. It's very convenient. You can buy and print discounted stamps, shipping labels, and more using your own computer and your printer. Be a boss right from your own desk. Not only will you save money with Stamps.com by not paying full price for postage, you're going to save time. You don't have to go to the post office anymore. Stamps.com always keeps the rates up to date for you, so you get the exact postage you need every time right from your desk. Never go to the post office again. I use Stamps.com, and I can't believe how easy it is and great it is, and I just hand my packages to my letter carrier, and he takes it away. Or she, if it's a lady letter carrier, if it's a male woman. Right now, use my last name, Mohr, M-O-H-R, for this special offer. It's a no-risk trial, plus $110 bonus offer that includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. That's a lot of letters. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in the promo code MOHR, M-O-H-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter MOHR.
Not all meetings can be planned in advance. Things come up, last-minute opportunities, work emergency, great ideas to discuss. But with people working from different offices or on the go, it can be impossible to get everyone in the same room when you need to meet. So be prepared. Use GoToMeeting, the powerfully simple way to meet and collaborate online whenever you need to, wherever you are. We use GoToMeeting for the show. It works great when Maddie and I meet over GoToMeeting, guest schedules, show notes, structure, ads. We do it all. GoToMeeting.com. Go to Meeting from your computer or mobile device and launch your first meeting in just seconds. Share your screen to collaborate on documents, spreadsheets, projects. Do it all in real time. Turn on your webcam to see each other face to face. It's like meeting in person. You can tell if the person on the other line is paying attention or not because they'll be right there on your computer. Start your free 30-day free trial of GoToMeeting today. Visit GoToMeeting.com. Click the Try It Free button and use the promo code JAY. GoToMeeting.com, promo code JAY. Meeting is believing.
When shopping for car insurance, consider this. Geico has been saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years. So if you're serious about savings, it's simple. Go to Geico.com. After 75 years, they know how to save you money.
All right, so you're on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a dream come true for you? Or I don't think people realize how much work.
Oh, my God.
How many? It's 8 shows a week?
You have no idea. It's ridiculous.
I have an idea. They don't have an idea. Tell them.
I will tell them. We can get into it.
Do it. We're out. Yeah, we're back.
Oh,
we
shit.
just paused and we inserted.
That was the quickest fucking commercial break ever.
Maddie's a magic man.
Killer. Okay, Hart wrote a song about you. He's a magic man. Oh.
Was that about me? No. But Cameron Crowe, apparently.
Well, each show was different. And, you being in movies and shit, each fucking role, each role you play is completely different.
But what about you're playing one role and you're doing 8 shows a week? Is each performance different?
No. They're pretty much all the same. I'm saying being Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was like being in a Marvel comic book. Like, it was fun.
Oh.
It was like, I would do a scene in a fucking cape and a black hat and reach under a thing and throw a firebomb and beat the fuck out of somebody and fucking scream and make out with a chick and, wear killer clothes.
Is the Jesus Christ the thing?
Yeah,
then?
Jesus Christ, I was in a diaper being
murdered.
Okay.
Because Christ wore cool clothes and he
They're
knocked
so
people
mean to Jesus in Act 2.
How do you figure?
They're so mean. They're just mean to the dude.
The Romans really were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
were not nice.
No, they weren't. The Romans, they gave him a run.
They really were not nice.
Convicted of heresy.
Yeah, and by the
did you go? In all seriousness, did you go? Did you grow up Bible read at all, or did you go into the Bible because of the part?
No, here's where the weirdness happened. Was when the director would tell me, "You are Jesus Christ," and I'd go, "No, I'm not, dude." I go, "You show me a guy that's walking around on the earth." Really believing that he's Jesus.
And he's Bono. I had to get that out so quick because I knew your pauses aren't big. Usually I would have much better timing, but you
had David Lee Roth on here, right?
I'll tell you one thing about Van Halen, Sebastian.
Well, I said this is Diamond David Lee Roth.
He had a good point though. When I said, "What about the green M&Ms? Like the only green M&Ms backstage in the Rioter?" And he said. That was only a bullshit detector on the road. We didn't give a shit about M&Ms. But if you go into the dressing room and there are other M&Ms, they fucked up your sound check too.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, well, that's cool.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Just keeping them on their toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just played with Van Halen in Australia.
Really?
About 3-4 months ago.
Real Van Halen or Hager Halen?
No, David Lee fucking Roth.
It's pretty good.
And I sat with him on the flight back from Australia to LA, completely sober, drinking coffee.
To keep up.
And people were like, "You guys are fucking loud." He is so loud.
Yeah.
Like his laugh is crazy. And people are trying to sleep and shit. And it's me and Dave just fucking.
He could talk. He'd go for a long time.
Yeah.
He was interesting and fun.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of musicians on. I'm glad you're here, Sebastian
Thanks,
Bach.
man.
At Sebastian Bach on Twitter.
Yeah.
The album is Give M-E-M. Give 'em hell.
With an apostrophe.
Naturally. I mean, we're not animals. Crying out loud. They really did treat Jesus poorly in the second half of that
They were
book.
so rotten.
And you know what? If you read the Bible, they totally ignore him in the first part of the book.
Well, no, in the
they didn't even put him in.
In the first part, he's like a rock star. And then Act 2, it's fucking downhill from there.
We're talking about two different books, you and I.
Oh, right. We're talking about two different testaments.
Yeah. So
let's talk about Testament, the band. I played with them in Germany.
Did you? What band?
Anyways,
what band disappointed you the most, and what band did you just go, I cannot believe how great these guys are? I had no idea.
Well, dude, I can't like throw people under the. Well,
all right, keep it positive. What band did not?
What band disappointed me the most? Okay, something comes to mind, right? Let me describe it. I'm not a big fan of like singers that make everything way lower, like as they get older. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
David Lee Roth.
No.
Oh.
No, I love Dave. I don't want to.
A lot of bands do that. Like the Stones will do that. Like when they're singing "Bitch," like feeling so tired, can't understand it. Just had a fortnight's sleep because he can't hit the.
Well, there's one metal guy. There's one metal guy that
Bruce Dickinson.
No.
But he does it. Wait, hold on.
Well,
but he does do it.
But he's got like energy and shit. And
here's the rhyme of the ancient mariner. They all should be on the Ed Sullivan Show.
And when I remember you through the sleepless nights, through every endless day.
For your life. Fucking metal band.
That fucking bugs me.
I gotta tell you something. I think we have a sketch for like Funny or Die, metal bands in the Ed Sullivan Show.
Well, no.
18 and life to go.
18 and life, you got it.
Doc Severinsen, ladies and gentlemen.
But see, there's guys that don't lose their voice, like Steven Tyler.
The best.
Fucking screams like a motherfucker to this day. James Brown, before he died, was fucking screaming. So I like.
What band were you on tour with? Don't throw anybody under the bus. What band? Keep it positive, because everybody's going to listen to Temptation at the end of this podcast.
Fuck yeah.
And they're going to pre-order Sebastian Bach, Give 'Em Hell, using the Amazon link at jmoore.com.
Yes.
What band did you just completely blindsided you as how great they were, and you had no idea?
Korn.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because I wasn't
totally original, too.
What do you mean?
Their sound.
Well, yeah. I went to Ozfest to see Pantera.
Yeah.
I think that was the bill, and Black Sabbath. And Korn came on with their original drummer. And just, I couldn't believe how fucking heavy it was. I was like Jonathan Davis headbanging and the groove of that fucking drummer, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Okay, a couple other bands. Slipknot, wearing all the fucking clown shit. And I'm on the side of the stage, petrified. I'm an old dude, you know. I'm in.
You should have shown up in your Jesus diaper.
And these guys are in clown makeup with baseball bats hitting fucking milk cart kegs. I go, what the fuck? And then they're coming over towards me with the fucking. Like I'm going, get the fuck. What the fuck? I was like, this is nuts. And that was crazy.
You should have done. Hold on. Just use one of your Fighting in the Opera fireballs. Fucking throw them at this fuckers. They don't have that shit going for them.
But they were frightening.
Yeah.
Five Finger Death Punch I played with recently.
Heard of, never heard.
This dude, Zoltan Bathory. What the fuck? That's a pretty heavy metal name. Zoltan Bathory has reinvented headbanging.
Right.
He does this head. I'm a motherfucking amazing headbanger. This guy does this like circular headbang, okay? That is so crazy to see. And he has like this little stop in the top, okay? He goes like this, and it like freezes, and his hair's so fucking long that he has this way of like freezing it in the air and then continuing the headbang.
Zero gravity.
And I'm like
hair.
watching this going, oh, what the fuck? He's reinvented.
5 Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, the Zoltan Bathory.
But I like Korn. That
blew
tight.
me away.
You got I think a lot of people that were on the fence about you. I don't know who they are. But just when you say Korn, they go, fuck, you know what? I can't sleep on Sebastian Bach. He knows his shit.
Well, they really did blow me away.
This is so bizarre. I just remembered this. I was in a movie called Seeing Other People, and he played a drug dealer, Jonathan Davis.
Yeah.
It's like he had a quick scene, and then he had to corn his tour bus.
Mhm.
And I go on his tour bus, and his kid's sleeping in the back. I think his kid was like 8.
Right.
And it's all John Wayne Gacy paintings.
What? With
Yeah.
the kid?
Yeah. But like he bought all of John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer that like molested and killed all those fucking kids and kept them in the crawl space of his house. And, like his whole trailer was
That
like
is
paintings
scary.
from a guy in death row
That's
for like ass raping and killing kids.
Yuck.
And I'm like, oh no, the kid wasn't sleeping. He was playing Xbox. And there's these creepy fucking clown paintings surrounding
Wow.
him. They're just staring down at this kid like,
That's heavy.
thank God I'm put away.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, are these Gacy? And it says John Wayne Gacy, so I'm like acting like I know art.